So spring is the season of the liver, wood and germination sprouting energy. So when we talk about the mung bean, you may not be too familiar with it. But if I showed you the bean sprout, it's probably a little bit more common. Well, actually the bean sprout comes from the mung bean itself. The mung bean can help eliminate all sorts of toxins within the body. But why aren't they used often here in the UK? Well, they're cold in nature and they're normally used in hot regions and within the heat of the summer. Once the beans become bean sprouts, they become much milder and they have a sweet and cooling nature. They can help cleanse the liver, clear heat from the stomach channels and promote body fluid metabolism. So they're really good for your health, and this is why we see them around all the markets everywhere. When cooking the bean sprouts, to counterbalance the cooling effect, we can add some scallions, some ginger or warm pungent vegetables. And if you add vinegar, it can help lock in the fluids and vitamins and minerals. The bean sprouts should be quickly cooked just to help keep a refreshing texture and hold the nutrients and flavour. The bean sprouts are especially good for if you're hungover, restless or have a dry throat, or if you're suffering with dry constipation or red swollen eyes. Here is a therapy for if you have a hangover and want to quickly recover. So you want to get some bean sprouts and blanch them in boiling hot water for a couple of minutes. And then add some light soy sauce and some vinegar. And just try to make sure that the soy sauce and vinegar you use has no additives, as that's the best. Another way you can help a hangover is by boiling 150 to 200 grams of the bean sprouts and drinking it as a juice to give relief. You can also add sesame oil to the blanched bean sprouts, and this can give relief to any constipation. Here's another therapy for the bean sprouts. So you want around about 500 grams of bean sprouts. Wash them thoroughly and pop them in a juicer to get the juice out of it. And then add a little bit of white sugar to this, and you can drink it as a tea, especially to treat urinary tract infections, frequent urination, and a burning sensation when urinating. When the beans sprout into bean sprouts, sometimes fertiliser is added to help speed up this process. But because the fertiliser holds nitrogen compounds, it can be converted by bacteria to nitrosamine, and so it can potentially increase the risk of stomach, liver or esophagus cancers. You can easily grow the bean sprouts at home yourself. From the beans to the beans starting to sprout, to eventually the fully grown bean sprouts, usually takes around 6 to 7 days. Bean sprouts are not suitable for those with a weak or cold constitution, and if you're suffering with chronic gastritis or indigestion, they should be consumed cautiously. This is Walking in Health Wisdom, and we'd love you to follow our videos so that we can help you on your journey towards health.